Fala Marujos, aqui quem fala é o Peter Gancho, gente, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo da série de Alan Wake aqui do canal, e vamos seguir diretamente da onde paramos. No último vídeo, né, chegamos aqui às minas de carvão, e ficamos esperando o sequestrador aparecer com a Alice, mas ele acabou de última hora mudando, né, o ponto de encontro. Ah, pera aí, moço, deixa eu dar o resumo do episódio anterior. Qual é, mano? E agora o ponto novo de encontro é em Mirror's Peak. Então vamos pra lá. Beleza, munição de revólver, bateria, aceito. Alguma coisa aqui, velho? Escondida? Não. Deixa eu passar aqui pela luz pro jogo dar o checkpoint. Beleza. Alguma coisa aqui? Opa! Acho que isso aqui é só pra conquista também, que nem as postas de escuridão. Ok, vamos seguir. Ó, fumaça, então... Alguém passou por aqui, correto? Beleza. Ai, filha da mãe. Recarrega aí, Alan. Foge não. Foge não. Eu peguei tudo aqui. Peguei. Vamos continuar. Ai! Foi-se. Vamos. Nossa, aí sim, hein? Daqui. Tá tudo carregado? Tudo carregado, beleza. Cauldron Lake. Cauldron Lake. O oitavo lago mais fundo do mundo. Cauldron Lake é a caldeira Lake, formado em uma cratera vulcânica. O vulcão em si pode ser considerado ativo, mas não entra em erupção desde o terremoto vulcânico de 1970. E desde então, a atividade embaixo do chão foi... Como é que é? Mesmo com toda a atividade subterrânea, não houve dano... tirando os danos de propriedade, não teve nenhuma vítima. Cauldron Lake é um dos locais mais bonitos da área de Bright Falls, assim como figura central em muitas histórias das pessoas. É um local popular e recreativo para os residentes. Ok. Beleza. Vamos correr, né? Que ponte, jogo de terror não se brinca. Vai. Corre, moço. Eu não consigo correr. Tá, calma. Minha nossa. Sai fora. Carrega aí. Valeu, Alan. Ok, temos um baú de suprimentos pela área. Por aqui. Aí, rapaz. Mais munição para arma de flare, aceito. Ok, vamos continuar subindo. Uma Mirror's Peak. Tá bom, mudança de planos, vamos ir por aqui. Manuscrito que temos aqui. Mott em Cauldron Lake.
Mott had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Tá, eu acredito que o Mott é o sequestrador e ele tá trabalhando com alguém. Com quem, eu não faço ideia. Não sei se é a senhora. Aquela moça, não sei, a moça encapuzada. Ok, por aqui. Empurra aí pra fazer uma ponte, beleza. Rapaz, mas ela tem umas bicas fortes, viu? Eita. Ok. Eu não esperava encontrar uma mansão aqui, mas tudo bem. Ah, tem uma garrafinha de café. Ah, aqui, né? Eita. Tom. Eu sinto sua falta. Tom. Eu sinto sua falta, Tom. Você escreveu isso? Tom. Tom. Você fala comigo na TV. Tom. Ah, era... Vocês lembram que lá no início, o Alan... Tem uma hora que ele acha... No caso, eu controlando ele, eu acho uma marca de coração num toco de árvore. Eram aí as iniciais deles. Sinto sua falta. Ué, tem alguma coisa pra eu fazer aqui? Ah, aqui, ó. Munição, aceita. Aqui é munição da shotgun. Quando eu encontrar a shotgun eu tenho que trocar de arma, hein? Eu já tô com muita munição dela. Munição do rifle de assalto. Mais granada de flare, aceito. O jogo tá me dando muito recurso, vai. Mano. Nossa! Morri. Nossa, morri. Ah! Ah! Cara... Nossa, eu tenho que usar mais a arma de flail, eu tô esquecendo. Isso aqui tinha cara que dava pra chutar? Tá, eu tenho que subir de novo, então? Ok. Tá. Deixa eu vir aqui, que eu lembro que eu tinha visto uma... tinha uma garrafinha de café aqui. Beleza. Ok, vamos continuar. Mano, que lugar longe, cara.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Barco, né? Mais uma página do manuscrito.
I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Tem que ver, né, moço? O que vai encontrar lá? Wake acorda em cima do lodge.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Oxi. Rapaz, vão dar ele como louco, é isso?
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry! Please, lady! The boss didn't know who he was messing with! I didn't know! I swear, I didn't know! We don't have his wife! We don't know where she is! She's probably around! We just said we had her to make a play ball, you see? To get him writing for us! Please! Please! Oh! I'm sorry! Please, don't hurt!
Oxi. Cara. Fim do terceiro episódio.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episódio 4, a verdade.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Rapaz.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Ok. Digo Dr. Hartman.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Eu tô quieto que eu tô prestando atenção no que ele tá falando.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Eu achei que era um... Opa. Além da sombra que você descansa, há um milagre iluminado. Em memória de um querido amigo e poeta. TZ. Em memória a um querido amigo e poeta. Eu achei que era um manuscrito aqui no chão, ó. Não é possível que a Alice morreu não, velho.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Ah, esse local é o que a gente tinha visto lá no início.
A storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Peraí que eu quero aquela garrafa de café.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
Tá bom, né?
Real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
I'll get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Poxa, rapaz, chamando videogame de lixo, vai te catar. Tu tá dentro de um, sabia?
Come, Alan, this way.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Caramba. Nossa, velho, eu respeito.
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Eu acho muito massa quem pinta, né, usando tinta, quadro, pincel, porque eu mesmo não consigo, eu prefiro o tradicional papel e lápis. Ok, tem um cara ali dentro com a marreta biônica do Chapolin Colorado.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Ok, vamos ver o que tá escrito aqui. Bem-vindo a Cauldron Lake Lodge. Estamos aqui... Pera, como é que é? Estamos aqui para te dar a ajuda especializada necessária. Porém, por favor, observe o seguinte. Por favor, pergunte a amigos e família para agendar visitas antes de vir visitar, para garantir que eles não interfiram com a sua terapia ou períodos de criatividade. Também, por favor, respeite os seus colegas pacientes que precisam de privacidade e espaço pessoal, especialmente quando eles estão focados nos seus processos criativos. Seja paciente. Tipicamente, nossos pacientes têm grandes termos criativos de problemas. E eles não vão ser resolvidos da noite para o dia. Dê para você permissão para ter o tempo que precisar. Por favor, mantenha em mente que você é um voluntário recebendo tratamento que foi especificado para você. Engagement Therapy. E o método da irmã, o Flow, funciona melhor quando você está ativamente engajado em aprimorá-los. Se você tiver alguma dúvida, por favor, não hesite em perguntar. Ok.
My rheumatism is killing me.
Eles são daqui?
Storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Eu não confio nesse cara ainda.
Headed with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Oh, mano, valeu pelo manuscrito.
Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought, the hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does. We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer. She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you? Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid. Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Rapaz, realmente, eles...
Tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
Cara, realmente, eles dois fazem mais sentido que o doutor. Opa, assistente de escrita de Thomas Zane.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Ok. Tá, retorne para o seu quarto. Beleza. Opa, garrafinha de café.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Obrigado. Cara, mas aí que tá também, não é meio estranho que praticamente todo mundo tá obcecado que ele volte a escrever?
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin, have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Mas... Eita, um código de barra. Quando eu estiver editando, eu vou botar o meu telefone na frente desse código pra ver se é um código válido, tá ligado? E mais uma vez, né, os cenários belíssimos.
The power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Ok.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Investigue a loucura, né? A confusão.
Crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Pera aí, o que temos aqui? Barry no Lodge.
Kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Hey?
Things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Rapaz, eles realmente deram uma martelada nela. Eu achei que a martelada era do martelo de brinquedo. Opa, obrigado pelas chaves.
Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Beleza. Pegar os manuscritos de volta. Abre aqui.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Ai, rapaz, ele prendeu o Barry.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I'm famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it?
Já tá aberto, moço.
Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hard.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Ué, a Alice era uma paciente?
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this, just a recording.
E algumas sentenças que ela falou são as mesmas sentenças quando a gente recebeu aquela ligação dela que tava com um sinal horrível. Ok, manuscrito que temos aqui. Mott falha com Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Ah, rapaz, é ele que quer os manuscritos, doido. Ele que quer os manuscritos. Barry.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Ok, vamos lá. Deixa eu só pegar o cafezinho e pegar os manuscritos de volta. Tá aqui no escritório do Hartman. Olha eles aí.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Rapaz, eu achei que isso aqui ia acontecer com o Nightingale, cara. Hartman observa a queda de Wake.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Bora. Aqui? Porcaria, vai. Ok. Beleza. É. Tá, mais um manuscrito que temos aqui. A missão de Hartman. Tá, o que tá acontecendo?
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Cara, sabe o que isso aqui tá me lembrando, cara? O mundo criado pela empresa inimiga de Evil Within, cara. Como é que é o nome, cara, da máquina? Eu esqueci agora o nome da máquina, cara, do mundo. Eu vou botar aí na hora da edição, mas isso aqui tá me lembrando isso, tipo... É como se ele quisesse controlar o Alan, porque o Alan é o criador desse mundo. Ou seja, daria a ele poder, tá ligado? Se ele pudesse controlar esse mundo. Aqui? Ah, não. Legal. Corre, 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 corre. Vem. Vai vir não? Calma. Corre, 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 corre. Valeu. Foi.
I'm here.
Opa, garrafinha de café? Calma aí, moço. Tô coletando cafeína, calma. Mas... Tá.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Valeu.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Só se for agora, velho. Pô, mano, o cara pegou minha... O Hartman pegou minha lanterna upada, velho. Vou ter que ficar com a lanterna mais fraca. Ok, vou ter que passar pelo jardim. Ai, 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 labirinto. Jogo de terror, não combina, velho. Não combina, Remedy, qual é? Tô indo, moço. Só vai pra dentro do carro, que aí lá você tem faróis, cara. Foi? Não confie em Emil. Quem é Emil? Tá, mais um manuscrito daqui. Wake vê o antigo palco dos deuses. Ou palco de Deus. Não sei se aqui é pra ter um acento.
Stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Ok, então pelo visto a gente realmente uma hora vai visitar lá, né? A fazenda dos irmãos. Do Odin e do Thor. Uou! Ah, mano, me encoxaram, não! Não, gente, não! Ah, mano, que isso, galera? Ah, meu... E eu esqueci totalmente de usar a granada de flare, cara. Eu esqueci totalmente. E aí, pega de volta aqui o manuscrito. Beleza. Ok, calma. Beleza? Dá licença, gente. Eu quero passar. Beleza, munição, valeu. Rapaz, eu tô achando mais munição aqui de quando eu tava na floresta. Tá, eu preciso me livrar dos corvos primeiro. Nossa, cara, peraí, meu. Calma. Pronto. Ah, tá certo. Não, tá certo, de boa. Isso aí. De boa, mano. Não, de boa. Rapaz, o cara com 2 golpes me matou, mano. Os grandalhões não me matavam com 2 golpes, velho. Era pelo menos uns 3, mano. Agora um Zé Ruela desse me mata com 2 golpes. pelo que eu entendi... Na verdade, eu não entendi. Isso aqui é um palpite meu. Eu acho que eu tenho que me livrar dos corvos pra tirar esse escudo de escuridão dele. Isso se eu não morrer. Ok, foi. Próximos. Tá, deixa eu pegar as coisas que tem aqui. Granada de flare. Granada não, arma de flare. Munição, lanterna, café. Tem como eu ganhar dele, velho? Eu consigo derrotar ele? Minha nossa. Beleza. Cara. Tá, mais um manuscrito daqui pra mim. Consegui também uma shotgun, isso é muito bom. Moto no comando.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ah, então realmente o cara, o moto sequestrador trabalhava com ele. Ok. Galera, vocês estão nervosos demais. Ele bugou, foi? Ó, rapaz, se você ficou bugado, eu vou embora, tá? Obrigado por ter me recebido na sua clínica, eu agradeço. Mas o louco aqui não sou eu não, é você. Beleza. Mais um manuscrito daqui. Barry é atacado por um Taken.
Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Ih, pera lá, Remedy, não mata o Barry não, mano. Faz isso com o Barry não. Opa, o que tem aqui? Emil obrigou o Tom a fazer. Ok. Emil, se eu não me engano... Emil era o editor dele, né? O editor... O editor de redação. Tá, então parece que tudo começou com o Tom, mano. Rapaz, o cara deu um rolê nos arbustos, mano. Safado. Opa, caixinha de suprimentos, gostei. Aí, valeu. Mano, é impressão minha, ou a lanterna aqui, essa mais tradicional, ela tá mais forte do que a lanterna que eu tava antes, a mais forte. A que conseguir armazenar mais energia. Parece que essa aqui tá mais forte ou é impressão minha só? Ei, mais flare, valeu. Munição, caixote, ganhar. Aí sim, velho, me dá tudo, valeu. Tem um manuscrito aqui no fundo que eu vi. Temos aqui. Hartman said awake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Rapaz, então ele tentou tomar controle do Dark World, primeiramente usando o Tom, cara. Ah, é o Barry, achei que era o Hartman. E aí, moço?
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Bora.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Oxe, como é que você subiu aqui?
Just hang on now!
Ah, mano, eu apertei, cara. Qual é, mano? Eu apertei, mano. Eu juro que eu apertei.
Hurry up, Barry!
Muda pro revólver. Mais alguém? Você? Recarrega. Recarrega aqui também. Mano.
leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Ah, velho, o Barry é um dos melhores personagens, mano. Que personagem da hora. E ele levou o cartaz dele na parte de trás. Muito bom. Com certeza ali o momento dos dois no carro junto com o cartaz vai ser a thumbnail desse vídeo, velho. Sem sombra de dúvidas.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out!
Qual é? Não.
Al! God damn it, Al! Talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Ok. Tá. Nossa, cara, que episódio maluco, velho. Esse aqui até o momento foi a minha parte favorita, cara. Bom, mas gente, olha, já deu um tempo bacana. Daqui a gente segue no próximo episódio. Cara, isso aqui tá ficando cada vez melhor, mano. Nossa senhora, velho, eu tô ficando cada vez mais doido pra Alan Wake 2. Caramba. Bom, mas olha, muitíssimo obrigado pelo tempo e atenção de todos até o momento. Daqui a gente segue no próximo episódio. Se você gostou do vídeo, por favor, deixe o seu like, isso ajuda muito o canal, os vídeos aqui do canal e o meu trabalho dentro do YouTube. Se você não é inscrito, por favor, considere se inscrever. Ou você que é inscrito, muitíssimo obrigado. Vamos ver se a gente consegue chegar até 300 inscritos até o fim desse ano. E se você gostou do vídeo e do canal, não se esqueça do sininho, que com ele você recebe notificações de vídeos novos, beleza? Mas nada mais é isso, novamente, obrigado pelo tempo, atenção e audiência de todos. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Fique com Deus, valeu, falou e fui!